Greetings and welcome back once again to Valmy in Republican Bayonets on the Rhine. Now, where we left off, we were still positioning and getting ready to assault. So let us see how the French have responded to my positioning. More French guns arriving, which is an unwelcome sight. Some French grenadiers arriving. Another fairly unwelcome sight. French cavalry is on the move. Some 400 horsemen sitting around there. Otherwise, more guns. It's an unwelcome sight. More French cavalry showing up. That's a really unwelcome sight. So I'm probably going to have to refuse my flank with some squares. Just to prevent him from 6 men there, 5 horsemen there. Oof, 13. That must be 12 pounders if it knocked out 13 men in one go. Alright, dragoons on my right flank. Not the most welcome sight, but he's probably got them there to try and keep an eye on anything I have trying to flank, which at this second in time I do not. But no doubt, as more forces arrive, he can definitely see me flanking. Reinforcements have arrived, 6 units recover fatigue, 1 unit routed out of 4 checked, being the Mufflin Fusilier Battalion, so these boys have routed, so let's pull them back behind the line to start rallying them. They're disordered, that's perfectly fine for now. Let's see who's arrived. General Wolframsdorf with Prince Louis of Baden. So let's kick this off by bringing the second line further forward. And just continue to bring them forward. As more stuff arrives, it will allow me to deploy them better. Before I do anything else, let's kick off with the artillery. Hit you. Hit you with a couple of batteries. Good 14 casualties. Not brilliant, but not terrible. Right, these stinky little 3-pounders that are again at pretty much impossible range will start plinking away a bit more. Nice, I will happily take 4 casualties dealt on them. Now, what to do about all this cavalry? That's the question, because that'd be a lot of French cavalry. Well, first things first, one thing I think I should do is form squares on my flank. I could form up General Romberg's brigade. Maybe put the Valdex here. Spread out the Brunswicks here. And then for now we leave General Borch to watch my flank. That's potential. For now, however, let's at least get General Klackenruth and General Sachsen-Weimar nice and prepared and sitting on the flank to try and assist. Now, General Norman will... The Ansbach Dragoons. Let's start getting these prepared and ready to go. So there's those. There's 3 squadrons. Another 3 squadrons. And then behind will be 2 groups of 2, I think. This way I've got some dragoons to start trying to help clear. And then the Norman dragoons can continue onwards down the road. Let us also pull back General Lowell's cavalry on the grounds that, well, it's part of the advance guard, it might as well be getting ready to take part in the advance guard stuff. And then in the meantime, the rest of the rest of this lot will continue onwards to join the rest of their line, with us going there, there, and then there. I've formed square there just to protect the flank of the brigade. Duke of Brunswick. That actually looks considerably nicer, and it's not taking up nearly as much space. So we'll go 1st and 2nd battalions there. 3rd battalion will sit right next to it with the guns. And that way we have our quote position set and ready to go, and we're also fairly good with the brigade spacing when it comes to command and control, which is another good thing. So you are nice and set. Let's bring the Duke of Brunswick up onto the hill. So from here, while he can't quote see everything, he could certainly see enough of the French line realistically from up here. Realistically, he can see a good chunk of the French line, so it's at least a decent command spot in the realistic sense. Now, the next big thing that still needs General Fadden, the Fadden Infantry, IR Regiment 3, and General Borch. General Borch will go with the Rombergs, and then the Thaden regiment will basically stay behind and guard my flank with squares. General Lotham with General Clackenruth's cavalry will look to try and help clear out some of this French cav, hopefully with some infantry support. And then General Lowell, and with basically General Lowell's cavalry rejoining the rest of the advance guard to ensure good command and control. We are going to, from there, look to probably, I'm thinking maybe one more turn before committing myself forward. That's the thought, at least. One or couple more turns and then we go forward. Because once Wolframsdorf, so once the second line can get up, it would be very much more advantageous. Of course, naturally, I don't have half my... Well, I've got about over half my army here. I've got, what? 33,500 men on the field, so... Naturally, not having General Kohler, General Boros, General Eben, Prince Ludwig of Württemberg, Oberst Lee Loop with the Freikorps, Field Marshal Clefairet. Is that Clefairet? Well, the Austrians. In this case, I'm butchering names. So yeah, without the Austrians, I've got at least a decent numbers game, but is it enough to crack the French line? Because this is not the French army from Jemappes, where it's, or near Vinden, where it's mostly National Guard. This army is very much a very large royalist army, so it's actually got quite a lot of good troops. So for now, I think that's going to be it for this turn, once again, as we continue to prepare and get ready for the assault. As next turn, or so, over the next few turns, General Schoenfeld will likely assault up the hill, well, up the slope, it's not really a hill, and look to try and clear these woods with his, with the Brunswick and the Waldeck regiments. They will be supported by General Budberg and his two regiments, the Budberg and the Schoenfeld regiments, to try and clear this chunk of area. And they might even get supported by the advance guard's cavalry. But for now, I think that is it. So probably one or two more turns of just setting up and preparing. I know it's boring for you folks on YouTube, but hopefully it's at least informative, if nothing else. But once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon. Well, soon for me, but I will see you all then. Bye bye for now.